Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 19th of March. So finishing the week then on, well, the bond market, it seems to be the main focus. Well, yields are the main focus, which is obviously based on bonds. And where we're going with yields at the moment, well, the bond prices, as they drop, the yields increase. So you can see this little bounce here will mean the yields are down slightly this morning. In fact, the 10-year note was down to 168 or something like that a little while ago when I looked. Just looking bigger picture on this, and we're still not back to where we were sitting. These were dropping down pre-COVID. They were on a slight trend down back in August, September 2019. So they were on the way down at that stage. So this projected, the way it's going at the moment, it may all just sort of match up at some stage. It was going to be putting pressure on interest rates at some stage, and that hasn't really gone away. And I think that was really shown yesterday in yesterday's trading. Now we look at, I mean, it was just sort of pressure on the dollar. Now coming back to dailies now, yesterday then the euro just could not break those highs, and I think the 21 more came down to price rather than price running into that 21, but the daily 21 looked like it held it for now. But I've just drawn the trend line across here. You see this little wedge pattern here, and the question today, I guess, is what now? And well, it's certainly not a clear market. It's possibly putting in something of a consolidation, and we might see a bigger bounce. We've got the daily pivot here at 119.38, and I think with that and the 34, that's the key point in terms of whether if we break that, well, then we could see more upside on the euro. If it stalls around this level here and starts rolling over, then I'll be I've got a small short from yesterday. I was talking about it in yesterday's update there. It broke this big bearish engulfing. I just took a small short on that. It's not really doing very much. It's not done very much yet, but we'll see what happens. I'll add to that if it starts rolling back down again. So okay, there's the euro. The pound, okay, consolidating where it is again. This is the same picture right the way through these markets of consolidation. The pound just a slight little more kick to the step in a sense, and it's got a bit more potential, particularly with the statements from the Bank of England yesterday, and the sort of negative interest rates have been forgotten for now at least, and it seems that there's more likely of increases in 2023. I think they're putting their hands up to it as opposed to trying to deny it. Anyway, there we are. I think they will be forced in most countries by 2023, regardless of what's being said at the moment. The more I've looked through the numbers. Anyway, pound, well, today it's already through its daily pivot, so it's sitting on that sort of bullish stance. We'll just see what comes after 8 o'clock, but and my thoughts are that it could be heading up towards its R1 and those body highs there. But it's really looking to buy maybe on a retracement. 8 o'clock pivot might just do the trick in terms of support. We'll see if it breaks through it and starts rolling over. I'll leave it alone for now and maybe look at an alternative on that. But for now, it's hanging up there and pushing up there. Dollar yen, well, we've seen the dollar yen just firming up a little bit. My long-term purchase of the dollar yen here, I've been quite aggressive and started moving the position up now in terms of stops. This is one that I was just wary whether it would ride over a little bit. We've seen the Bank of Japan's meeting overnight. There's basically no change to their main stance of trying to get there to 2%. They're struggling. The natural weakness of the yen has helped a lot in terms of they're not having to do the same as what we're seeing with a slightly stronger US dollar and pound. And euro. Obviously, the yen has been the weakest currency of the year so far, and that's taken the pressure off a little bit. They might actually they struggle to get into inflation targets anyway, so we'll see. For now though, consolidation here. I do wonder if it will just roll backwards a little bit more, but at some stage it's such a mess on the short term here. I'm just sort of stepping away from it for trying to trade it during an intraday basis. It does make a good pairing with the euro, of course, on a lot of time. Aussie dollar just finding a bit of a foothold. Maybe it's sort of in this rising channel, a bit more bullish, I guess, than some of the little wedges that are sitting there. It's just, yeah, as I say, looking just that little nice bounce off the weekly at the moment. Just again with the dailies here, dailies, the 60-minute chart. We've got the daily pivots here, and it could look to push towards that if it, I mean, if you get a bit more legs. But again, just as with the euro here, if it turns around at that point, well, it starts becoming a bit of a short candidate. It's not out of the water yet. Okay, Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar's really, I just sort of drew to the top of the yesterday's candle there, and it's sort of again, the Canadian dollar just one of the strongest at this stage, having quite a good time, even though well, I guess yesterday with oil prices coming off a little bit, it lost a bit extra. It still comes short of its weekly pivot though. It's rather intransigent. Anyway, lower high here on the 60-minute time frame, and it does, well, it's right on its pivot here, and this is quite a key point. If it breaks through here, okay, may find support into that 50 and 34, but it does at this stage look like it might have some more legs to the downside. Right, S&Ps. So the S&Ps then, well, they're yesterday quite a bearish looking candle. There's sort of a bearish engulfing candle outside bar. It's looking a bit soft, but it's sort of triggered the bottom. Just one of these candles doesn't mean that everything's going to turn, but they did it on the 4-hourly there as well. But it's just a sign of weakness in a market, key reversals. Could we see some more downside? Well, we've got lower highs certainly coming in there, which you can see clearer on this 4-hourly chart, but it looks like it's probably got a bit of divergence. It's just, again, a bit of divergence across those lows at the moment. Again, a daily pivot just above, which could be a draw, and the same old story here with looking if it reacts to that pivot bearishly, well, then I expect more downside. If it can push through it, then it can become bullish. That's pretty much it there. Now let's just quick look at oil if I can bring it up. There we are. Wouldn't show me it yesterday. So oil did slide off yesterday. It's broken its trends here just into a bit of support. It's just sort of brought my alarm up here, and I might be waiting till next week, but maybe taking I might eventually get into my short position on oil for a while anyway. But it's just come to some quite key support, so I'm not looking to jump straight in, but it won't be much below that before me to take a position on it. But for now, well, it looks quite bearish. It's got this funny old bit of price action, again another pivot there. I'm really looking to see if it breaks back below, and even a trigger below $58 may just be good enough for me. That's that. What else we got there then? Bitcoin. How's that doing today? Let's have a look at the bigger time frame. It's not really interesting short term, and it's holding again. It's holding nice little wedge pattern actually starting to form on Bitcoin there. So all good from that point of view for those holders of Bitcoin. Looking positive. And finally, I forgot about gold. So gold yesterday, bit of a mixed old day, a spinning top there, candle wise. It's like most of these other currencies at the moment. It's plugging its way up there, trying its best to get to continue the route it was running in. So looking okay at the moment on the longer side, really. Maybe a bit soft on some of these candles, but short-term candles, but the picture may still look okay. There we go. That's it for me. I wish you a great day, great weekend, and I will catch you on Monday. Bye for now.